How's it
Hello,
going?
everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
We have 2 in-studio guests today. 1, 2 ma'ams drinking from their straws. We have the one and only Chiquita Mare and the other one and only Mona Noose. Welcome to our podcast studio from your home.
From your home, from our home.
Mm-hmm.
From
To
my
whoever's home this is.
Yes.
we have no idea whose house this is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We just kind of,
The door was open.
it was open.
The world's an open door.
We went upstairs. There was a daddy waiting for us.
Love is an open door.
Love is an open door. What's the song? Is it from Frozen? Love is an open door. Yes, get into the gates, Mom.
And this is our first visual podcast. We're going to put this
Oh,
on
meow, 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 meow.
and you can see what we look like. Heather looks like Jennifer Coolidge today.
You look like the 4th of July.
Oh
Was
my
that good?
God.
Was that good?
That was
Really good.
Do you know how I know? Because every time Jennifer Coolidge speaks, my clitoris gets engorged, and it just grew a little bit.
To extrapolate more on that, the word engorged is such a lovely word.
Mm.
Have you
can
ever
think
been
of gorgeous?
engorged?
But you could also say have you ever been in George? Just switch it up a little bit.
Oh.
That's amazing.
Make it
Thank you for that
fancy.
French content.
Yes. So, Heather, should we start grilling these 2 ladies?
I think we should just hit it right off the bat.
I've been marinated. I'm ready to be grilled.
Perfect.
Sister.
Well, I'm going to start.
Smoked.
And these questions are going to get us to know each other a little more.
Hey.
Wow.
So, this question is for both of you, both Chiquita and Mona. What's unique about being an Acadian drag queen versus a regular drag queen?
I mean, look at this.
And maybe describe what this is to listeners.
And okay, so let's describe this. Whilst I was doing my maquillage, I was wearing this cotton satin blend. Cotton satin blend. Camo long sleeve. And when it came down to dressing after my makeup was done, I was like, well, shit, I don't really want to go through that. You know that thing you do when you're wearing a shirt and then you have to take it off?
Oh my God. Yeah.
We've all been there. We forget that we have to change after the makeup is done. And then you have 3 queens helping you out, stretching the collar.
Yeah.
And the shirt out so it doesn't ruin your makeup.
That's how I do anal. You just
It's essentially it's the same
3
thing as
queens.
bottoming.
holding it open, it's
Yeah.
holding it
It's the same thing as bottoming for the first time. It's an immersive experience that involves many people. There are many factors.
Exactly. Yeah. Actually, when we moved in together, we didn't rent a U-Haul. We just got together. We opened that up, and that's how we
just pushed.
However, the 7 tiny dwarves haven't been seen since. So R.I.P.
Anyway, so then damn. So what happened? I was wearing it, and I just did this, and then the rim. If you see here, this is where the neck goes, but now it's right over my nipples, and I applied a real nice
behind you, and
And
that's what a nice camo print, like a hunting print.
Yeah, it's a green, a brown, blackish, grayish print, and there's a few stains on it.
The technical term for that is actually a soft drape. So you've created a piece of fashion, sweaty.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, we're also country as fuck, so that goes into the
to the equation.
Also, shuck. I find shuck and drag go so well together.
Oh, it's a match made in heaven.
It's tea.
Yeah.
Because Shiak in itself is pure camp. It's a campy language.
It's so campy.
It is so
and
campy.
No rules. As long as there's a flow. There's there's so many English people or French people, they're like, oh, I'm gonna do shack, and they put like 2 English words in a French phrase and say shack, but it's like no.
Or just alternate every other word.
Yeah, and like shack is a flow. Like if you don't get it, you're not gonna do it.
There's that, but then there's also a reversed shack that English people speak, and this is fascinating. And like when we're drunk at the bar, some queens that come up to us and they'll like try to do their version of shack. And what's like so cool that I love is that they won't say the words that they'll say in French are the words that we'll say in English.
Yeah.
So it's like literally a reverse. And if they're drunk enough and they have a flow going, I like literally, I love it. I think it's great.
I like it. Life imitates art. That's what I like to say in that sense, because truly it's something magical born out of something magical in itself.
And you can in Czech you can also take English words and conjugate them in French. Like walkie instead of marcher.
Could you please, just in case we have listeners from the States or from outside of the Atlantic provinces, give an example of what shiak would be?
Absolutely. So basically we're from the southeast of New Brunswick, where we grew up in a French family's French school system, but we're so close to English like society, I guess, and like English people. Yeah. And we don't alienate.
Alienate?
We don't alienate like English content, because like why would we? Like there's so many cool things that are in English out there. But what ends up happening is that like we like organically merge the 2 languages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we would say something like, oh my God, right now, moi puis Mona, on est en train de worker hard, en train de faire un podcast avec nos queens de Fredericton.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a Creole language, like.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there's definitely links.
There's
there.
lots of history too. Yeah.
But also one thing that I think like is very similar to like New Brunswick, like apart from the language, being an Acadian queen is also like very similar to being like queens from New Brunswick. I would say like any queens, because like most of us, we come from like a rural town, or we like have family,
or we're just like anyone from New Brunswick can like agree or like feel the whole experience of like being from the literal shit province of Canada. Like that's like I mean like
from like sorry, go on.
No, I mean like that's what it is. Like we all know what it feels like to be like to go outside, to speak from an outsider and be like, oh, I'm from New Brunswick, and they're like,
where?
So
where or why?
Yeah.
The G is, I think people have a perception that New Brunswick is so shitty until you come into New Brunswick and you realize that we have such a rich culture in our own province that is separate from Canada as a whole. Mm-hmm. And there's so much talent and so much art in our province that I think it goes completely unrecognized. Because people are like, oh, you're from New Brunswick. You're a bumfucker from a fucking rest of Oregon. You know what I mean? Like,
Jump back on your 4-wheeler and leave.
Yeah. There's so much talent in our province, and there's so much culture and so much beauty that I think people oftentimes overlook that. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, because I think we're forced to be reckoned with.
That's true.
Yeah.
To follow that very strong statement, I have a very, very serious question.
Tirades.
Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
So you're gonna have to think about this deeply. You're gonna have to think about it and try not to cry.
I didn't sign up for this.
But do you prefer laugh farts or spit takes?
Wait, what? A laugh fart? Like you fart?
A laugh fart is when you're laughing so hard and then you accidentally fart.
Oh, those are great.
Or spit take is when you're drinking and you laugh and then you spit.
Oh, laugh fart. It's because laugh fart, they're hilarious. Cause for what happened was something funny has just happened. So everyone in the room is laughing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then someone farts laughing, and the joke becomes like we just had a moment all together. Yeah. You know.
Yes.
I have to second that statement. Also, laugh fart sounds like someone trying to say la fart, like la fart.
Also, spit takes are beautiful, but they can often become very messy for the receiving end of the spit take.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it can hurt because like if it goes up your
Oh,
nose,
yeah.
shit.
Yes, it burns.
Yeah.
And it's not fun for
Yeah.
you, but if you shit yourself laughing, girl,
Yeah, you can do it. You can do a spit take from the butt.
Sister.
Big shark.
Yeah.
I've started. Okay,
You can
I've
do-
shit my pants in life. In my life, I've shitted, shortened, ruined underwear because of my shit. So, like, I'd say at least 10 pairs. In university, I used to drink so much and smoke so much pot. I don't know why, but my bowels, like, I would, like, go out for a stroll and shit my pants.
They couldn't handle it, Mom. They couldn't.
Yeah.
Listen,
They'll
couldn't do
pull a
it.
fast one on you.
you know what they say during exam season? People cram. No. With my butthole, I used to cram.
Yes.
Yeah. Was
So
this at the same time that you were working in the fudge packing factory?
Oh yes, a Hershey's fudge factory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I was the cleaning lady.
Perfect.
I just have a quick story that I was like 7 years old and I shit myself in the cafeteria. So I went to the bathroom and I tried to deal with it, but my logic was to wash my underwear and put them back on instead of just throwing them in commando. So I walked around in wet, shitty ass underwear all day. Dumbass bitch.
Yeah. I've never heard that story before.
But you have to understand, the vault just releases memories. So
I
in
see.
emergency or in time of need, that's when you
Okay.
get the good stories.
Oh,
Good.
absolutely.
All
Yeah.
right, Chiquita, I have a question just for you. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay. So who is Chiquita and how, and can you explain the name for our Anglophone listeners?
Okay, so I'll explain the name. Basically, in Chiac, we'll abbreviate French words, or like, so instead of saying je vais, like I go, we'll say je vais or je vais. Like, it's like J apostrophe and then the verb instead of J-E.
It's very slangy.
Yeah, and like you have that in like with English speaking people too, right? Like,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
do you want to go instead of do you want to go? Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's the same concept. That's part of like Chiac as well, like that grammar or whatever you want to call it. And Chiquita Mare is like so the drag name Chiquita Mare is not, it's not about the name, the words, it's about the phonetic part of it. So like Chiquita Mare. Well, mère is mom, ta is your, que is qui est, and wait, I got lost. Basically, it means
Basically it means dumb bitch.
it actually means slag. No, it means your mama.
Yes. Which is iconic.
Right, and like it's not even based off of who's your mama. It's based off when I grew up in Shediac, which is like beach city in New Brunswick, and there was a really, really ghetto part of town called La Fry, and listen, and you couldn't call, you were not allowed to call it La Fry if you were not from La Fry. So if you said, oh my God, that person's from La Fry, but then there was a friar that heard you,
oh, you're fucked.
you had the chance of getting beat up.
Yeah.
Like, because it's I don't even know why, but before they got in a fight, they would always say like, all right, Chiquita Mare, Chiquita fucking Mare. Like, who's your fucking mom? You want to fuck with me? Who's your mom? You know?
Yeah.
So it kind of comes from that. And who she is like, I think she's like very divided. She's either like this old auntie that doesn't buy the nephew alcohol, but buys her like 2 pounds of Coke.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah, alcohol is too juvenile for her to buy for the nephew.
Yeah,
But
like,
Mhm.
what are you, 12?
right,
Yeah.
like, you're in New Brunswick. If you haven't gotten drunk by the age of 9,
What are you doing?
Then get out of here. Swim all the way to PEI for all that I care. Sister,
Yeah.
you don't belong
Yeah, you
here.
can throw it in PI. We'll get drunk over here, all right? All right?
That's right.
Perfect. And Mona, I think you can maybe see this coming. But who is Mona Noose? And also, can you explain the French name to the Anglophones?
Okay, so phonetically,
Yes.
Noose, which is spelled in English,
Yeah.
but in French, when you say it in English, it sounds like my anus in French. Because
Mm-hmm.
in French, to say the words my anus, you say mon anus. So when you say mon anus,